three main interactions we had last episode. First, Hachikuji. Glad to see that she's not hurt. The weird foreshadowing they did, you know, in episode 1 had me worried, but she's still around. But then Araragi at the end of the conversation said, who knows what's gonna happen to the fate of this girl? And I'm like, huh? And then he says, well, I actually don't know either. What the fuck are you making me worried? I'm getting worried for Hachikuji. Senjo, yandere girlfriend, protection mode on. She's willing to go to war, bro. She is sharpening an army of sharp pencils to fight, you know, against Kaiki. And then, of course, Shinobu. When in doubt, we always have Shinobu to rely on. The forces are all coming together to take down this con man. But low-key, I want Kaiki to get away with it. I just love how blatantly honest he is with how greedy and corrupt he is. And I'm on the scam artist side. Let's see what happens today. Title drop. Uh-oh. You're in no shape to be fighting. She'll never give up though. It's her fiery spirit. Alright, it's time to punch her stomach in the stomach. Punch our sister in the stomach. Judo flip her ass. We have to literally put her into submission. Fuck her up! A serious fight, huh? Oh my god, here we go, we throwing hands. Okay. Araragi, do you know Shogi? It's a simple game really. If you look closely, it's really shallow. Number of pieces in their movement are predetermined, board's layout is fixed, everything's limited, which means our possibilities are very limited from the moment the game starts. As a result, there's little room for it to become complicated, making our shallow game. However, best Shogi players are all geniuses. In a game that separates genius from a fool, only genius can reach the top. Why do you think this is? Because Shogi's a game of speed. At the master level, there's always clocks alongside the board, right? Despite such strict rules, the potential for enjoyment exists solely because the game's whose only limiting factor is time. It's like rapid face, like blitz, huh? The focus is on the amount of time it takes to make a decision. In short, you're only smart as you are fast. Anyone can apply famous strategies if they have time. The important thing is not wasting any time. And it's not only Shogi, our lives are limited as well. The focus is on how much time it takes to make a decision. In other words, the important thing is how quickly you can think. As someone who's lived longer than you, let me give you a bit of warning. Don't overthink things. In my experience, people who are absorbed in their thoughts are just as easy as people who don't think at all. Think in moderation. Act in moderation. That's the lesson for you here. Kaiki. Why does it feel like Kaiki has already defeated Araragi? And Araragi's on the ground. And Kaiki is robbing Araragi of his wallet. And he's saying, here's a lesson, kid. Get the fuck out of my face. This is an interesting mindset. There's basically people... There's a lot of people who rush things. People who make decisions really fast. And there's a lot of people who are constantly contemplating, hesitant, and they get stuck and they're like paralyzed. And I think that this here is obviously promoting this notion of how you should be able to make decisive decisions quickly. Because if anyone had enough time, then of course you could come to the right conclusion. But it's all about being able to come to the right conclusion faster, right? In a concise way. Don't be stuck. But like if you go too fast, then you start tripping. You start making mistakes. And if you go too slow, then you're going to be fucking up, right? It's going to take too long and times are going to pass. So the moderation here, right? There's got to be a compromise where you're going just as fast, but you're not going too slow. And you can make decisive decisions without being stuck or making mistakes. That's tricky though. It's very hard to do. Never fought seriously? You're nerfed. But she's still standing. I'm gonna list all these different things of why I am fucked up right now. And that's why I'm in my prime. Alright. She's in the zone. That's like some Trump shit. Where he's like, yeah, my daughter, isn't she really hot? If she wasn't my daughter, I think I'd be dating her. Huh? Huh?
こいいよお前妹じゃなきゃ惚れてたかもな
出ないけど
Hi-yay! Damn! It landed. No, that didn't actually happen. No, that's fake. That's fake. There's no way environmental damage just happened.
サンキュー兄ちゃんおかげで
Cap. I don't believe it. No shot.
兄ちゃん救急車呼んであげようか
冗談お前ら
なんで立てるの
Why you walking like that, bro?
そうなって言われた技なのに
And you still did. It's crazy. A normal person would have fucking died, and she doesn't know if Araragi has vampire stuff, you know? She still did it.
おかしくないはずなのに絶対に道場以外では
お前はさっさと破門されろ
邪魔すんな
Damn! He's actually spitting blood.
ところで兄ちゃん体がホテルって
It is. It is kind of lewd. This actually happening right now? This is Dragon Ball Z fight like Karan. I know that she's got stung by the bee, but I don't think this is supposed to give her powers, right? Am I crazy? This is her base power, and she's nerfed? She's nerfed and she can do this?
ところで兄ちゃん体がホテルって
Oh.
な
追わねえよ
誰よ
Hey, chill
後
out.
輩か
後輩誰それ
Kambaru.
知る限り
Shout out to Kambaru. Oh,
おいお前様よ
she never do something.
動揺やら焦りやらがダイレクトで伝わるのと
The pain too?
同じ割合でわしに通じるんじゃがな
Why is the camera going to the coochie when you're talking about pain that we're sharing right now?
割合でわしに通じるんじゃが
もうちょっと我慢
なわしは動く
She never want to go in and just fuck it up.
無茶
Alright.
を言う
後で頭
なそれでは
Stroke the head? The head of what? A vampire girl? Stroke is such a sus word. Such an interesting verb to use, huh?
出てや
なさらにその一段階上の儀式を要求する
In this frame, Shimu just basically did a upside down flip, right? Dude, her pussy's just bare right here. It's crazy. The dress is all lifted up because she moved in that way, and the skirt is all hiked up. That's insane.
それでは足りんなさらにその要求する
Ritual? What kind of ritual?
ちなみにそれはどういう儀式なんだ
Stroke what?
胸を撫でる
Stroke what? It's a fucking empty board. Turn into a 27-year-old model and I will. There's nothing.
胸を撫でる
That's a washboard.
どうして大人ばなかった
Exactly. Damn, she's actually throwing some crazy
し
hands.
てよ兄ちゃんを殴るな
Yeah, well, he's bleeding out.
殴られた僕の体だ
He hasn't even hit her
僕
yet.
に勝てるわけないだろ
降参するなら今のうちだよ兄ちゃん
遅い
来るのはもうやめ
Here
る
comes them kicks. Oh, fuck. Damn the movements.
兄ちゃん
Woo! Where'd she learn all this? Huh? Oh. He made a weird sound there. Anyways. That's not actually happening though. That's not actually happening though, right?
もう分かっ
I honestly don't know what to believe or not. So I'm just like, it's just exaggerated imagery to show like the fight scene, right? But now I'm thinking like, I think it's real.
たさすがにもう分かった
Like
ろ
it's all
兄ちゃん
real.
は私には勝てない
お前こそそら僕には勝て
Turn
ない
into
ん
a
正
sign. He keeps saying
義
it.
は必ず勝つんだろ
Where does she get these powers from? I don't get it. Like she's supposed to be nerfed right now. Is it really the bee? Is the bee making her body, you know, obviously weak, but it's on fire, and because it's on fire, she's able to exert more force than ever? Or is this just nerfed Karan? Where a regular human being, nerfed right now, is still able to exhibit this much power? Like, what? You can't just tell me she's training in the dojo. What kind of fucking you don't just do this by training in the dojo, okay? To be able to destroy like concrete pavement and roads, dojo? What?
勝てないんだ。
正義は必ず勝つんだろ。欲しいってことでいいんだよな、
True.
兄ちゃん。
Power is what matters more, right?
私は言ってもいいんだよな。
That was what Diddy said. But you said it. More so than justice, you need the power to enact that justice. But maybe there's like a different context here.
でもいいんだ。
One second. Audio issues.
正義は必ず勝つんだろ。だったら勝った方が正しいってことでいいんだよな、兄ちゃん。でもいいんだよな。
It's dangerous.
その考え方は危ないよ。正義。
言ってんだ。兄ちゃんがいつも言ってんじゃないか。偉そうに。
Yeah, what is justice, bro? Teach it to me.
正しい。でも強くない。正義は必ず私たちのことを偉そうに。
They're a bunch of fraudulent heroes.
その通りだよ。お前は正しい。でも強くない。
I think they're pretty strong.
力が強くっても意味なんかねえよ。
Oh my god, it's gonna be some cheesy ass. It's about the will of the heart, bro. It's not about physical brute strength. True strength lies beyond that.
意志の強さだ。
Mental
会議の
strength,
ことを許せないとい
will.
うその感情の一体
Yo, Tsubasa mentioned rare. Hanekawa Tsubasa mentioned kinda, not
意
really.
味なんか。意志の強さだ。
Alright. Nah, he didn't even say Tsubasa. He said Tsuyosa instead.
意志の強さだ。
Alright.
会議のことを許せないというその感情の一体どこ。お前たちはいつだって他人のために動いている。誰かのためにの意志はない。
違う。私たち
When you act for another's sake, your actions aren't born of your own will, and that's why you're wrong? That's kind of crazy, though. There's the hypocrisy here of everything that I've seen from Bake and Kizu. He's always acted for others to save them. In Kizu, there's a lot of self-centered selfishness, though, born from his desires that caused the tragic ending. In Bake, he's always trying to save Senjo, whether it be Kambaru or anyone else.
そこにお前たちの意志はない。
違う。欲しいと思うことをしているんだ。みんな
理由を他人に求めるやつが正義であってたまるもの
It
か。
needs to be your own
理由
volition.
を取るというんだ。お前たちは正義でもなければ
You're
正義の味
imposters.
方でもない。戯れるただのガキだ。偽物だ。
There it
お
is!
前たちが敵視するのはいつだって違うか。
違う。
I don't know the difference between wrongdoers and villains, but like the core idea is you need to be able to do things of your own will, of your own choice. You do this shit for others. That's wrong because it's for others' sake. You need to be more selfish. I don't really see the connection here with his actions. He could be projecting all his flaws too at them. But honestly, what Karen should do here is say, shut the fuck up. I'll just simply beat you right now and prove that like my way is right. Who are you to teach and lecture me about what true justice and power is? All that matters is the one standing at the end.
するのはいつだって悪人ではなく悪役だ。違うか。
違うと言うな。
Hanako mentioned
あの人は何でも知ってるんだ。
she only knows what she
で
knows.
も知らねえよ。
Say that line. Catchphrase.
覚悟がないのなら正義などと大行な言葉を口にするな。
Whoa. If you don't have the resolve to admit that what you do is self-satisfaction, not self-sacrifice. Selflessness versus selfishness. Self-satisfaction is indulging in your own self. That like, oh hey, I saved all these people, yay! But self-sacrifice is literally like being the hero, but no one even knowing it happened. You doing what you think is right of your own volition, sacrificing yourself to save others. Not because you're doing it for them, but you're doing it for yourself. But in turn, doesn't that kind of count as self-satisfaction? The fact that you are doing this shit of your own volition of yourself? It's a bit complicated.
特に甘んじる覚悟がないのなら正義などと大行な言葉を口にするな。
他人のために動いて何が悪い。自己私たちが偽物だったからって何が悪いんだよ。そんなおかげだから。
Yes, a lot. Right now,
ず
actually.
っとかけられてる。
Whoa!
悪いなんて一言も言ってない。劣等感と一生たとえ偽物だろうとそれは本物と同じじゃないか。
What?
僕が
Huh.
だけどいつだって誇りに思っている。
兄ちゃん。
悔しいと言ったな。
Huh. Even if you're an imposter, you can be no different from the real thing. He's like saying, yeah, you're flawed, you're fakes, but even then, it's real because you're a real imposter. It's genuine. If you're fine with always feeling inferior in life is also a crazy line to say to your sister. Then even if you're an imposter, you can be no... If you're fine with feeling inferior in life, then it's fine if you're an imposter. And the big bro will love you no matter what.
言ってない。劣等感と一生向き合う。
I'm 14 and this is deep.
たとえ2じゃないか。言っとくが、僕はお前たちけどいつだって誇りに思っている。
兄ちゃん。
悔しいと僕は確かにそれを聞いた。だけどな、悔しい。僕の誇りを汚したやつを許せるか。
My pride and joy, my sister. Aww.
兄ちゃんに尻拭いをさせちゃうなんて。
何言ってんだ。妹の尻拭いなんて兄ちゃんにとって
What a good big bro. Okay.
惚れないように気をつけるんだな。
Whoa, 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 chill with that. Yes, I know it would be incest. We're painfully aware of that in this show. Huh?
僕のかっこいいところを見せてやる。悲壮感になっちまうぞ。
もう惚れてる。
Huh? Literally? Really?
あとは任せた。
Oh, look at Kaiki aura farming in the back, bro. Fluttering everything. That's kind of sus. I've already fallen for you. Big bro is pretty cool here. I don't really know what Kata meant here. Is she really saying in an incestual way? He's really cool though. So what here is different? Justice, being a hero, self-sacrifice, or self-serving? Some of the dialogue here felt a little contradictory. You know? Some of the dialogue here actually felt, if you don't have the resolve to admit that what you do is self-satisfaction, not self-sacrifice. So he's saying that self-sacrifice is more important than self-satisfaction, right? Because it's rooting to, like, your ability to, what's it called? Do things of your own volition or for others. If you do it for others, wouldn't that be self-sacrifice though? And if you do it for yourself, wouldn't that be self-satisfaction? There's a point in the dialogue too at the end here where he makes a distinction between self-sacrifice and self-satisfaction again. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I feel like Araragi is criticizing Karen for helping others for their sake rather than her wanting to do it for her own. You can still save other people, like what Araragi is doing right now. Because like, he's still saving his sister. Isn't he doing it for her? You could see it that way. But I think the primary focus is he's doing it for himself. He's angry that his pride and joy is hurt. And he's going to save her because that's what he wants to do. I'm 14. And this is very deep.
僕は確かにそれを聞いた。だけどな、僕の方が誇りを汚したやつを許せ
My
るか。
pride and joy.
あとは
Kana's getting a lot more favorite points than Tsukiki right now, huh?
てめえ、妹の尻拭いなんて兄ちゃんにとってもない。
That's a great line.
今回は僕のかっこいいところを見せてやる。惚れないように気をつけるんだな。
What if he just gets wiped though? Like Kaiki just beats his ass and it's just like, oh, I'm cringing now.
もう惚れてる。兄ちゃん。
It's all up to you
あと
now.
は任せた。
First of this episode, man, that was a crazy episode so far. Holy shit, the animation of the fight sequences went absolutely bonkers. Half the time I'm asking myself, is this real? Is what I'm seeing actually real? I don't know. And the conclusion right here about their like difference of ideals and what true justice is. It's a bit complex, but I think I understand the core messaging. And you should do things for yourself rather than for others. Araragi's sense of justice is very self-serving in a self-sacrificial way. You could argue either way, right? The act of like, is this selfish selflessness? Or is this like a person acting selfless, but it's because of his own selfish way? Just like ReZero, Arc 3 with Subaru, right?
任せた。
Kaiki! After that, I carried Cotton home in my bag. Figured she probably wouldn't run off again, but as a safety measure, I wrote, any guy will do on Cotton's fate with a Sharpie. And I also wrote, disregard bras, acquire liberation on Skihi's face. Collective responsibility. What? What is he? What is he writing some sus ass shit on their faces for? What? Anyways. Oh, bro's waiting like a Pokemon gym trainer. What was that, bro? He's actually waiting like a Pokemon gym trainer, man. Oh, so cool. Oh, he remembers. Nah, he's just saying that because she's not middle school anymore. Kaike, you sus. Payback time. Revenge. He don't care. Shining like the night? Huh. The depressed girl that seeked out this con man to get rid of the crab god? She was shiny to him? He likes it how fucked up she was? Now we're to fight. I'm here to stab you with pencils. Really? Liar! Okay. Cut in. Okay. Looks like everything's just gonna work out. He's trolling. What? Nah, I don't believe him. Nah, what are you... Don't back out now. What are you talking about? I don't buy it. Cap on cap on cap. It is. There's the apology. Okay. It does feel that way. Like, he's the type to say all that shit and then fucking backstab us, and then while he's robbing our wallets to say, well, here's a lesson. Why would you trust this con man? I told you I'm a con man and you believed me? What a fucking dumbass. Here's another lesson for you. To kill? Oh my god! It's crazy what Senjo says when she's a normal girl. I say she has developed, she has matured thanks to Araragi. What does he buy? More scammer. Really? I don't believe you. I just realized his tie is crazy long. What the fuck is this blocky ass tie? I bet that tie, his shirt, his jacket's all super expensive. He just said, I'm quite the spender. I thought that he was stockpiling up money to, like, I don't know. He's got like a dying mom, hospital bills he gotta pay, but now I'm realizing he's just a hype beast. He might be just spending money on luxury goods, because why not? Makes sense. Very objective. She ain't got that power. Oh god, we're closing the gap. As in, we need more fools like her. Karen is such a perfect fool. So naive, so filled to the brim with justice, so easy to monetize. Yo, that crow talk there.
お前は俺を誤解しているな。誤解ではなくむしろ過大評価と言うべきか。お前が敵視するこの俺は詐欺師としても至極小物のわびしい人間だ。お前には俺が化け物にでも見えたか。
Kind of.
まさか偽物よ。
Oh. Nisemono mentioned again. Everyone's an imposter this season.
俺は大した人間ではない。
Sunset lighting now.
大してではない。アララギ、お前はどうなのかな。
Is he an actor?
お前の人生は劇的か。
I don't
劇
know.
的か。お前の影からはどうも嫌な気配を感じる。
Shinobu! He knows.
受けているようだ。
Yeah.
正気の沙汰ではない。金も盛る。
あんた一体どっちなんだ。
どっちとは。
お前は
これは思いのほかくだらん質問。
He might be an expert.
例えばお前は幽霊を信じるか。幽霊を信じはしないが真理はわかるだろう。
Yeah?
俺もそれと似たようなものにはこう答えよう。怪異など俺は知らない。しかし怪異は
Like
そ
Oshino.
れだけのことだ。正確でいるものを知っているだけなのだがな。囲い火鉢。
Yeah? This is confusing. Like, what the fuck? The scene itself is fucking beautiful. What's going on? The dialogue though is so fucking verbose. Like he doesn't know of oddities, but he knows people who do know. And by extension, he can use oddities like the frame Wreathby, even though he doesn't know anything. He's got like an expert friend.
には怪異を知ると思い込んでいるものを知っているだけなのだ。囲い火鉢。
Scene change again.
囲い火鉢のことをお前は知っているか。
What's the funny
室町時
theme?
代原因不明の流行り病を
It's a speed up
正体不明の
theme.
怪異
正解だ。ただし間違っている。
What?
囲い火鉢は江戸時代にアラフォー乱れ図鑑の15段に記載されている
Okay.
怪談だ。
The lore goes
しかし
hard.
根本時代に流行っていたという事実はない。
It's made up? Streisand
という
effects?
やつだ。愚かにも後の世の人間が信じてしま
It
った
just
のだ
made
よ。
shit up. It's a lie.
だからその囲い火鉢にさ
Yeah, it's crazy. Why did he actually write that, bro? We read the little dialogue scene, right? Remember, any man will do, any guy will do is crazy on the forehead. Bras are a pain, so I don't wear them. Is he making sure that the sisters are gonna stay home? I think it is, right? What a good big brother.
された僕の妹のことだ。何もしなくとも治るっていうのだ。
だ。囲い火鉢など存在しない。
What Karen though? You made shit up?
ならばそのお前たちがあると
This is a placebo effect? Wait, none of this is real? We just believe it's real? That's why it's real?
思っているだけだ。はっきり言おう。お前たちの思い込み迷惑だ。
Is he gaslighting
こ
me?
いつは偽物だ。本人も言う通り劣等感と一生誇り高き偽物だ。
ましてお前が半分引き受けているのだからな。
But it's real though. It's not real, but it is real. What is real? Am I real? He still took half the damage. I mean, Karen immediately felt it when he planted the bee on her. You're telling me Karen just felt like, oh my god, it's actually happening to me, and then it manifested into something real? Later.
ましてお前が半分引き受けてかからないかもしれない。どんな方法を取ったか知らないが大した。
Vampire powers, don't worry about it.
よお前と俺とは相入れないのだろうな。
Why not?
一油だ。さて、
I don't know.
お互い火という感じでは
You're
なさそう
both
だ
oil.
な。では、かな。
Okay.
場合、俺がルビジウムだ。
ならば火はきっとカレンと月日のことを指す。火と火
Fire
シスター
sisters!
携帯電話
No. Really? Oh! That's rude. Why'd he hand the phone over? He's like, bro, you serious? I mean, yeah?
ひどいことをする。
Yeah, it
これ
was.
では中学
Now I can't sell the solution to the problem I created for these middle schoolers. Remember, 10,000 for the curse charm, 20k for a solution. What the fuck? My business! You fucking it up!
生もできないな。顧客の連絡先もわからなくなってしまったのだ。
That's good. Grown ass fucking middle aged man, bro. His contact list is all middle school children. Oh, hell no.
知らない中学生たちに対するケアなんて求めてない。今から私世界一ひどいことを言うわよ。
Alright, let's hear it.
騙される方も悪いのよ。
True! They should save themselves. Oshino mindset. These stupid ass kids. Victim blaming right now at its finest. I love victim blaming. It's not fair though, because the children, you know, they're meant to be protected. They're not fully mature or reasonable. They're not smart, and that's why, you know, they need proper role models to make sure they don't get scammed. They are stupid kids though.
騙される方も悪いのよ。
Ooh, what a black pill take.
悪の敵よ。
Alright. She's an anti-hero.
被害者のケアなんてどうせあなたにそんなことはできないわ。やろうとしても結局もっと。
騙すだろうな。
No, of course I would. Zero hesitation. That's why he's the GOAT. If you try, you just continue believing more. It's like, I'm not gonna solve their problems. I'm gonna keep making them come back and spend more money.
だろうな。
Yeah.
俺は詐欺師だ。
Makes
償い
sense.
だって嘘でする。
Makes
お前ら
sense.
は俺にとって金儲けとは損得ではないのだ。
Yeah?
俺のそういうところがどうなんだ。
What?
無言が女に育った。
Oh no, he's winning in this battle of
昔
words.
のお前は劇的
Oh god, he closed in again.
今のお前は本当につまらん。贅肉にまみれ。
うるさい。
Is he talking about the increase in your bust size? It's interesting how he keeps bringing up the concept of theater, an act. It is called Nisemonogatari, and acting is fake as well. What's he getting at? That like, I don't know. She's definitely mellowed down at all, but like this constant comparison with theater acts and plays and how Araragi, are you actually made up for it?
お前は本当につまらん。贅肉にまみれ重くなったな。
私には何を言っても構わない。でも、荒木くんは私を好きだと言ってくれている。
Yeah.
私は今の私を
Let's go, development.
私は今の私を否定する言葉を聞く
と、お前たちはそういう関係か。
Yeah.
そうかそうか。
That's a ship.
馬に蹴られて死ぬ気もない。それでいい。
There's nothing more useless than a third wheel. He walks away. So what's the implication here? That he was trying to date Senjo? No, that's not it. But like, it's like, what? Now that you realize that like these two are in a relationship, you just leave? Because you're third wheeling? But this is never in the context of like romance for you to get with either one anyways.
何も言うまい。馬に蹴られて死ぬ気もない。それでいいという。
Also, it's funny how I've been noticing, you know, unruly wheel has been showing the entire time in one of these, you know, what's it called? In this amusement park place. Third wheel, unruly wheel. Wonder if that's a coincidence.
いいというならば償いはしない。俺もあえてこの町から黙って消えよう。
That's a lie.
明日には俺はもういない。それで
This is weird. He's just gonna go out without a fight? I mean, he did verbally roast them, but I can't believe any of the words he's saying. And just because of that, we shouldn't believe anything he's been saying the entire time today. Any of the insults, any of the comments that he made, what's the point believing in a con man? Don't believe it. Don't ever take his words seriously.
俺はそうそう戦場ヶ原いいことを教えておいてやろう。
いらない。
Bro be
かつてお
yapping.
前にら
Cult
車に
leader.
ひかれて死んだらしいぞ。
Oh,
お前
nice.
とは
Great
お前と
news.
は何の関係もなく、そして何のドラマもなく。
Okay.
その程度だ。決別するだけの価値もない。
Is he insulting her? That like the closure that you may have wanted was so trivial that it just happened? He kind of is, right?
今回の件からお前が得るべき教訓は、人生に劇的なことを期待してはならない。
それも嘘でしょ。私のことを今朝まで忘れていた男がこのことを知ってい
Good
るは
call!
ずがない。
Good call!
戦場ヶ原ことを平面的
Why believe a liar?
ことを忘れていたという。
Yeah, what if you lied about that too, huh? We're gonna be forever stuck in this infinite layer of what if this, what if that? What if everything is a fucking lie, huh? There's no point believing you from the start then.
ないだろ
嘘だわ。
Yeah.
う。嘘だろうとどうだろうと心配するな。お前がかつて俺に惚れていたことなど。
So when he said third wheel, there was some element of, you hear back for me, baby girl? Wait, what? Had a that's a lie. Nah, what do you mean? A middle school girl had a crush on Kaiki? Nah.
であろうとするあまり、俺を逆恨みされても困る。
Huh?
繰り返そう。
The fuck?
超えることにも追いつくこと。
How far did they go? Maybe I don't want to know. It's they weren't dating. She just kind of like fancied him because he's got money and he's old and mature, I guess. What the fuck, Senjo? What are you doing?
超えることにも追いつくことにも前ともあろう女がくだらん思いに縛られ
Of your value, of your word. All right. Thank you. I love when the crow is voice acting on behalf. Yeah, about that.
荒木君は所属を確認
Yeah.
そんなわけないでしょ
No?
ありえ
Okay.
思い上がりも甚だしいわ気持ち悪い
I'll take her word for it. He's just exaggerating the truth and she was just desperate and wanted his help.
私は私を助けてくれる人がいたらそれがどんな人間を捉えたでしょうから
She was just
あの詐
desperate.
欺師を多少なりとも好意的多
Go
少なり
back.
とも
Back then, if anyone helped me.
私を助けてくれる人がいたらそれがどんな人間であれ
I mean, isn't that kind of what she did with Araragi too? In fact, she describes him as like a prince that's willing to help her no matter what, right? That he's cute, he's nice, and he's, you know, he's her Prince Charming. But I feel like this relationship is still genuine.
あの詐欺師を多少なりとも好意的に見たことは否めないわ
For your money.
いつか話したことだから
And he was the first one too. This is reminding me of Gachikuda, the most recent episode we had with Amos. Amos' first love. God, that was fucking disturbing. This isn't really up to that scale, but there's something, I don't know, dirty about this. He was my first crush. No disrespect to Kaiki, but I feel like a middle school girl shouldn't be crushing on like a middle-aged man, you know?
いつか話したことだから別に蒸し返すつもりはないけど君以外の人が私を助けてくれていたなら私はその人のことそう考えたら
See, that's what I said, right? That's what she did before. She literally called him a prince. So it's not that like Araragi special. It's just that he was the one to be there for her. Anyone else could have done it and she would have accepted that. Kind of makes this relationship kind of fraudulent, huh? Like the core of this feels fake. Nisemono even! Going with the theme of this season. But still, it's undeniable that Araragi was the one to step in. Even if anyone could have done it, he was there. Right place, right time, exactly. And everything after that is just, you know, a love story.
のことを好きになっていたのかもしれないわねそう考えたら虫唾が走るわ荒木君で本当によかった
お前が一人で助かっただけなんだろうけどな
True?
そうかもね帰りましょう
ああそうだ戦場ヶ原帰る前に例のお願いってのを聞かい何をさせられるんだ
別あの詐欺師に
She was
言われ
hiding
る
it.
それは決別するだけの価値もないのかもしれないけど過去に対してけじめをつ
Did we finally get closure? We're moving on?
そのつもりを
けじめか
褒めて
引き換えのお願いなのか
Oh, she wants a head pat maybe.
時に褒められても嬉しくもなんともないわ
Bro, come on.
義務を忘れているようだから
We're back to Tsundere.
お
Okay.
前は本当鉄が
そんなわけないじゃない私は柔らかくってか
I'm a soft, cute girl.
わい
Nisemono!
らしいとこにいろいろ言いたい放題言われちゃって
Give her a head pat. Tell her she did good.
嘘つけ詐欺師かお前は
だから
Oh. Reverse Kabedon. What the hell? I don't think I've ever seen this one before. The girl drags the guy, and girl still assumes the submissive position while the guy is the one on top, yet he's the submissive one? What the fuck?
今夜は私に
Oh, tonight, what we doing? I think we can guess. Man, is Kaiki really just gone like that? It feels a bit anticlimactic. But what was I expecting? Him to start fucking throwing hands like Karen? Like Kaiki would be like, all right, let's fucking go. I may scam, you know, middle school kids, but I'm gonna beat the fuck out of high school kids. Like, was he gonna fight? No. I just expected like something big to happen, but he was like, he just lied. He just scammed them and he's like, I got no time for you children. I need money. Bye.
翌日果たして待たず
Karen's good now?
この日の朝にはカレンの体調は戻っていた月日に大雑把な説明をした、海域はすでにこの町にいないこと以上の被害は出ないこと
What? That's boring though. I want him to terrorize this town more and scam more middle school kids for content. It feels anticlimactic. He just really left. He was like, fuck. Third wheeling. I'm out. So, do you think he was saving up the money for a wedding? Like, he came back and was making up all that money so he could like get Senjo back and have a wedding, like something. What was his goal? He showed up and he had a plan to make some money, but then there's also this third wheeling aspect that he felt personally just violated by, and he just left. So like, huh? Alright. Oh, Ski, new outfit. Lesbians. The heroes must step up. Alright. Sure. That's kind of scary when you say that. Bro sounding like fucking Light Bro from Death Note. We are justice. What? Bye.
僕の誇り僕の自慢偽物ゆえにきっと何よりも本物に近い彼女たち
Because they're fake, they're real. Listen, I've been keeping up in today's dialogue. That stuff in the beginning stuff with like the self-sacrifice, you know, self-serving, the act of doing it for yourself versus doing it for others, and the fact that it's okay. Even if you're flawed, even if you're a fraud, right? You're the real thing. Really some circular logic happening here, huh? Because they're fake, they're really real. And you could say that the real people, they're the real fake ones.
火のついた花火のような勢いで出撃していったのだった
And that is the conclusion of the first arc. It feels like Cotton B arc is most likely concluded with this. I expected this to actually go through the entire season considering it's only 11 episodes. So I guess we have 8, 9, 10, 11. We got 4 episodes left to conclude the season. It's going to be a different arc in itself. I am not going to lie, a bit disappointed with the way that Kaiki just left like that. It felt very anticlimactic, but maybe it still suits his entire personality because he's just here for the money. And when he said, you know, I'm just third wheeling, did he really have something to expect from Senjo? I mean, he was talking about her in a way that felt a little lecherous, right? It'd be so, my headcanon is he came back to get Senjo back and he was raising up money for like some sort of wedding. And once he realized that like, ah shit, you're taken, I'm gone, he just decided to leave. I hope I get to see more of him because I feel like this is not enough because there's that stuff happening with like Gaian's kid, which is Kanbaru, right? The way that he refers to Kanbaru's mom like that. I want something to happen with that plot, but it might not be the time in this season. It might be a different plot in a separate season. The Kaden versus Araragi scene were crazy. Cracked even, bro. Oh my god. Sakuga out the fucking ass. Blows my mind how strong she really is. So, the Flame Bee then. It was really just bullshit. Like the lore of the Flame Bee never existed. He doesn't know shit about oddities. He knows people about oddities. Because Karen believed it, it became real. And because Araragi also, like, it's like, is that really what happened? Like the bee isn't real, but it is real. He still knew about the properties and counted the 3 days. That's a bit tricky. I don't really understand it, but I think the logic is because they believed it to be real, there is also this other set of properties of the Flame Bee if it was real. And that's why those things were still consistent with it. But if Kara never believed that she got hit by the bee, like if it never was real, then none of this would have actually mattered. It's a really powerful placebo effect. That's it for me. If you're still here though, if you enjoyed this reaction, please like the video. Check out the other playlists for even more content. And until next time, take care.